Do you want to hold the camera first? That's the way, it points this way. So if you're aiming it over here, you gotta hold it like that. I'll find something to set it on here in a second. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, where are you aiming that thing? Sort of at me? Okay, so we're gonna take the bees that are in this side of this queen castle and we're gonna put them in that nuke over there. Yeah, but we probably need to, first we're gonna make sure there's no stowaway mice in here. We'll probably need to move all of these out of the way because they're gonna try to go back into one of these. So we'll stack these up on the end over here because they're gonna be used to these, these colors. See how this looks like these? And we're fixing to put them in one that's green. So they're gonna come back, and if that box isn't there, they'll try to go into this box instead. Let's see, we just got some ants, no mice. The bees are in there, but they're running out of room because we only have 2 frames in there. And we need to have some more space for them. And you know what? I only have 1 frame over here. That sucks. Got a caterpillar. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move them into this one. Yeah, and hopefully they'll go back into it. Since and for now we'll put it facing this direction, just the same as how they've got it. But I need to go grab another frame. Do what?
How are you gonna get them in there?
I'm gonna take the lid off and then grab the frames, and then I'm gonna put the frames in there.
Oh. But what if some bees aren't on the frames?
What do you mean?
But what if some bees are not on the frames and they don't go into that hive?
We're gonna shake them. Here, walk with me this way, because I gotta go grab the frame.
Was there a swarm on it the other day?
There was not a swarm on this one. This one is from a mated queen. I grafted a queen. I pulled an egg out of one of my really good colonies over there, and I put it in a special hive with a whole bunch of nurse bees, and they made a queen.
Wait, what do nurse bees look like?
They are just younger bees that look exactly like the foragers, except they've got a little bit more hair on them.
Is some of their hair white?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a light color. Okay, so we're gonna make sure our smoker's going good.
So they won't know that the danger's there?
Yep, it masks the danger. It masks the danger smell. We'll give them a little bit by the entrance, probably not necessary, but. So we'll just pull this lid off.
I only see 2 frames.
Okay, do you see a queen on the lid though?
On the lid?
Nope, there's just 1 bee, right? So we don't have to worry too much. We can set this aside. Whoop, that one's being cranky. Because I haven't smoked them yet. Remember, we gotta smoke them.
Yeah, so they don't smell the danger?
See them flying out like that?
Mm-hmm.
That means they're being cranky. We want them to kind of look like they don't even know that we're here.
They're not acting like it anymore. Oh no!
Oh no, what?
A bee.
Yeah, it got squished the other day. See, these bees were just kind of watching to see kind of how they react. We're gonna kind of break this frame loose. We're gonna pull this sucker out.
And see if we can find the queen.
Sure.
So we can.
Okay, we'll look on this side.
Wow, he's full of nectar.
That's pollen. On the legs is pollen.
He's full
The
of
nectar.
pollen.
The nectar is that shiny liquid stuff inside the cells.
Do you see that pink stuff? That looks like pink.
That's pollen. The yellow and the orange and the pink is pollen. Now you pointed basically right at the queen and didn't really notice.
Huh?
She's black. Right in the corner of the frame, right here. See her?
Oh, right there, right there.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go, well, let's go show the camera.
The camera?
Yeah, because it zooms way out. So we'll get right in close so they can see the queen. I kind of like those dark queens.
Is it probably like, oh, there's a queen?
And there's eggs in there. Okay, so we're gonna put the brood right in the middle on this one. All right, We're gonna put it right there. And we know the queen's on this side for now, so we're gonna be real careful when we put this frame in there. Not to squish or roll any bees. And we'll look in here and see that brood develop. You probably can't see it, but inside of those cells, you see all the little white grubs?
I'm trying to see. I see some white over there.
Those are baby bees.
Yeah.
There's some on this side too. She's doing a good job.
She's laying eggs.
Yep, that's what she's supposed to do. Then we'll set these together real carefully because we don't want to accidentally
Ah, there's a beetle in there.
beetle.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, that's not a beetle. That's like a water bug.
Oh. Is
There
that
it goes.
not good?
It's not good, but we're not that worried about it either. This is a really small colony due to attrition. Basically what that means is a lot of the bees that I threw in here originally
Daddy,
got old
you
and
got those bees in there?
died. So they are on a race to try and get new bees to replace the old bees.
Why
And-
there's bees still crawling in like that hole, not even knowing
Well,
it's popping up.
That's because that's where their home is. But we are going to move this box right over there.
Will
Okay.
they notice that the queen is gone?
Yes, they will. Here, watch out. I'm going to move this out of the way. We're going to move this over here. Most of the nurse bees are on the frames. Yeah, because that's where the brood is. So we're going to set this right here.
The nurse bees check on the babies each day.
They feed them
They feed them
every day.
every day.
A lot of times, too. Put this right here like that.
Even
And we're going to go ahead and make this entrance just a little bit smaller so that they can defend it if they have to. So now, when the bees return, they're hopefully going to go in that box because we've moved all the other ones out of the way.
Hey, look, there's a bee in front of the door. But they're not. Oh, one went in.
Good. And what we're going to do is we're going to shake these bees out. Look, see them all flying. Most of those were foragers anyway. Do what?
What are we going to do now? Are we still working on that hive?
We're pretty much done over here. Remember we did these the other day. Well, you weren't out here, but I put these in this box the other day because they were in a
So
four
are there
frame.
nurse bees in here?
There's a decent amount of nurse bees in there. More than that other one over there anyway, I think. But they're both gonna do all right. I wanted to give those bees some more space so that they could start drawing out those other frames. So let's go ahead and put a couple bricks on this lid because this is cheap plywood. Yeah. Yeah, put that one on there just like that other one there. Nice. And that's basically all we got to do over here. Was that fun?
Yep.
You want to grab the smoker? We're going to go add some supers onto some of the bigger colonies. You got it? Now this part of the smoker is going to be hot. You got gloves on so you don't feel it. You want to grab it by this over here. Yep, just like that. And go ahead and pump it to keep it going. Pump it.
Like that?
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, Dad,
What's that, babe?
what's this space for?
Well, that's a little window. Here, look, I'll show you. I got this from somebody on Facebook.
Hey, there's some bees up there.
Yeah. So the idea is they're going to take the honey and put it inside of those fake honeycomb. And then there's a door on the back that I'm going to get the honey out of. And the reason the window's over here is because they're probably going to start filling up the center first. And when they got the outsides finished, I'll kind of be able to assume that they got the middle finished. That's the door in the back where you get the honey out of. So do you want to show everybody the colonies before we add the supers? So we got this one. That's the flow hive. Then we got a single. We got a nuke. This colony's doing really, really well.
They're getting that honey.
Yeah.
To feed the queen, huh?
Yep. Then we got this single, so we're adding the supers to these singles, right? Then we got another.
Does that keep the bugs out?
It's supposed to keep the beetles out, but it doesn't work. And then we've got this colony here where we robbed a bunch of bees from, so we put her in a nuke, and they're building comb out in the top. We added a super onto these bees yesterday because they were fixing to pop.
They're doing good.
They are doing good. And then we've got some nucleus colonies here. This one, this one, this one, and this one were just made up here recently. Oh good, I bumped the mic, that's probably gonna sound good. This one's been here a little while. This is what I was using for my starter finisher. They're mating a queen right now for themselves because I'm probably done grafting this year. This one ended up being queenless, so I gave them, there was enough bees in there I figured they could draw out a cell, so I gave them one. A couple more nukes here. And then this is my other production colony.
That looks like there's a lot of bees in there.
Yeah, they had just started to wet some queen cells.
Let's check the front of the hive.
Okay. They were starting to try to make another queen, and I don't want them to. I want them to stay really big.
Oh, I see some with pollen going in.
Yeah, they gotta feed the brood.
And get some to the nurse bees so they can feed the babies.
Yep. Okay, so now let's go add these supers. And
Wow, you still have a lot of bees.
we got a few. We need to get more though. But we have to make some honey or we're not going to be able to buy more boxes because everything costs too much money nowadays.
So you're watching the front of that hive?
Yeah, I think they'll be able to see what we're doing from there.
So you're going to work on this hive, huh?
Yes. We don't really have to do a whole lot of work. It's pretty easy to add supers.
So this is so the queen can't get to the top.
Yeah, I don't have a regular inner cover on this one. I just got, oh, a bee got trapped in there yesterday when I was in here. This one is probably not necessarily 100% ready for a
There's ants getting in.
super, but
That's not good. Ants are going to get in.
where are they at?
Do you see the ants in the
Yeah, they're just walking around the edge though. They're not going to mess with the bees. Put this out of the way.
But he'll get in and get their honey.
No, they won't let them.
The guard bee, Dad.
Actually, I'm not going to add one to this
Who
one.
guards the hive?
They're still really small. Do what?
Who guards the hive?
I should just look at my notes. I brought them out here with me, but the older bees guard the hive.
Oh, the boys, the males.
No, the males don't do a whole lot.
She'll get in the front, right?
They just go, they go mate with the queens. The old cranky ladies do the garden. Stop, Esther. Get out of the way. Okay, this is the one. Oh yeah, see all the bees up in the top? Do we see the queen on there?
I don't see any
Nope.
long bee.
No queen, so we can set that aside. We don't want to set it aside if the queen's on it because she might run off trying to find her babies and end up in the grass. Okay, we got a lot of bees on the lid. I don't see the queen though, so here, watch out. I'm gonna set this over here. I like to set it right here on this side. Then if they want to go back home, they'll crawl over to the corner and go in the front door. See all the bees in there?
They don't even notice that the top's open.
Yeah, these are good bees. They're pretty calm. They're not even looking up at us. So we're gonna give them.
Will they not?
Let's give them this nice box.
Do you not have to smoke them?
No, doesn't look like it.
Be giving them a new part?
Giving them a new place to make more bees. We'll try to make sure that's right on there good. Right like that. And then we're gonna make sure that our frames are centered and there's proper spacing because, here, watch out.
You don't, so the bees have some space?
Well, we don't want to give them too much space between the frames or they'll build their comb wherever they want. And it'll make it hard for me to get it out because sometimes they're a little crazy when they build their comb. They build it in weird shapes, and we want it to be in nice straight lines. And we'll put this back on. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
I put this on there wrong. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I did. Let's put it back on this way. We actually need to probably scrape this a little bit.
I only think it's at the bottom now.
Do what?
What's that? That's the spider on the lid.
That's okay, the spiders don't really mess with the bees. Gotta smoke these ones up top here because I'm scraping.
It's silly, a jumpy spider.
Yeah, the jumpy spiders don't hurt the bees. So we'll leave them.
There's some webs on them.
Yeah, we don't care. If it's not a predator for the bee, we'll just leave them alone. We don't mind. They'll live together and be fine.
The spiders are friends with bees.
Some of them.
Like jumpy spiders.
Okay, that's really all. Let me think. That's all we needed to do. So we'll go stop the camera. We're gonna leave them small like that now. Did you have anything you wanted to say to the camera before I turn it off? Because I'm probably gonna maybe put this on YouTube. No?
Don't need to.
You don't need to say anything? Okay. Fair enough.